Too many organizations spend a ton of time and energy on their differentiators relative to their direct competitors, and not enough time and energy on their differentiators relative to their indirect competitors. A direct competitor is exactly what it sounds like. It's other products or service in your space. An indirect competitor is just other ways that people could solve the problem that you solve. For example, my direct competitor is other freelance copywriters and agencies. My indirect competitor is people doing copywriting themselves, people just copy-pasting something that they got done a couple years ago. And the biggest one of all, just doing nothing. Leaving their homepage as it has been because it's too hard to change it. There's 3 really good reasons why you should think about indirect competitors in your positioning. First one is it's a much bigger market. I hire a maintenance company called One Less Job. And they do things like gutter cleaning, chimney sweeping. By calling themselves One Less Job, they are positioning themselves against the indirect competition of doing it yourself. All of their positioning is based around saving you the time and effort of doing these annoying jobs. And this opens them up to a much bigger market because the number of people actively looking for a home maintenance company is much smaller than the number of people who have annoying recurring jobs that they don't really feel like doing. By positioning yourself in relation to your indirect competition, you can tap into a much bigger pool of potential customers. The second reason is that it gives you the ability to differentiate on different terms. One big indirect competitor for most business software is actually spreadsheets. If you can articulate the benefits of your software compared to spreadsheets, you can make a really strong argument that's really hard to make when you compare it to your direct competitors. And that actually segues right into my last point, which is that you can cut your direct competitors right out of the conversation. Take the software and spreadsheets example. If you can tap into people who are using spreadsheets to solve the problem you solve, and they're spending, 100 hours a week on it, it's actually a pretty easy decision for people to make to use your solution if you can get it in front of them and articulate it in terms of the benefits compared to spreadsheets. So if someone comes across a solution to their specific problem that they're solving with spreadsheets or manual processes, and it's costing them a huge amount of time and energy each week, then they may well not even bother looking at your competitors, because why would they? If your product costs $50, $100, $1,000 a month, but it saves them hours and hours of admin time, there's no reason to. So think about how you position your product. If you can tap into people who are using indirect competitors, there's a huge amount of opportunity because it's a larger group of people. You change the conversation and you can cut your direct competitors right out of that conversation. So give it a go. Let me know how you get on.